Good morning, Facebook. I'm going to make some carrot salad today, and I want you to be with me. I've got me an old-timey carrot scraper, and I bought the whole carrots. This is 1 pound, I think. Let me check my bag to make sure. Let me make sure for you. No, it's 2 pounds. I'm glad I looked. I am glad I looked. So anyway, I've got a 2 pounds of carrots, and I'm gonna make the whole thing. So this is how I like. You can get those baby carrots that put in here, but I like to get the big ones. And what I'm gonna do is I always wash my carrots first, so that when I get through scraping them, I can put them right back in that food processor. Now this is gonna make a nice little salad. It's so healthy for you, and so y'all can write in and tell me how you make yours. But this is how I do mine. I'm not going to let you watch me scrape every single one of them because you're getting bored. But I just do this. It doesn't take but just a minute to scrape these things like this. And I cut the ends off of both of them. I cut the end off of that little bitty tip like that. And then I just put it in my food processor. And I don't know where my little push down thing is. But I'll push them down with each carrot. It's down there somewhere. I'll look for it in just a little bit. Anyway, I got this apron the other day. This is a pretty one, isn't it? It's got strawberries all over it. It's got pockets. It's got a nice long thing in the back for me to close it up. But if you're going somewhere and you need a covered dish, this is a good one to do. Because just about everybody likes them. Little carrot salad. My mama used to make another recipe with carrots. Someday I'm gonna make that for you because it was really good. She loved it. Y'all can see the sun shining today. It's shining on me. I've got y'all sitting in my bay window. In case you want to know where you're sitting today. You are in my bay window, sweetheart. That's where you are. And the weather's really beautiful today. See how quick this is? It doesn't take but a minute. But like I say, you can do those kind that come in the bag that's already done. But I like these big ones. I like them. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Put that in. We're going to turn it on. I'm going to turn y'all off, see if I can find that push down thing. I found it. I found it. All right. One of these days I'm going to crawl around in my cabinets and I'm going to rearrange these things and see if I can't fix my cabinets where they'll work for me. You know, sometimes you got to redo something, hey. All right. What I'm going to put today in mine also, I put a little sugar in mine, and I put some other things. I'm going to let you see what all I'm going to put in it. But first of all, I'm just going to get these grated up. I think to turn y'all off for a second so I can finish it up. Okay. Whoop! That one jumped out from. I like to get just one of these long carrots like this and make my homemade ranch in it. And I just dip it in that. I get me a little bowl, put some ranch in it, and do it around and eat it. Just like this. It's so good. All right, I'm going to turn y'all off till I get the carrots done, and we'll go on with it. All right, we've got our carrots grated. It didn't take me long. I just knew that y'all probably couldn't stay in here with me that length of time. This old food processor's been a good one, I can tell you that. I have used it many times over. All right, here's your carrots. Now let me tell you this. If you're making carrot salad and you think you can buy those already grated carrots in the bag in the grocery store, your salad is not going to be as good. These are smaller and they're moist and tender because you just did it, okay? So you put this in your bowl right here. But so those in the bags are they're kind of dried out, and you don't want to use them if you can help it. This right here, this is some beautiful carrots. They're just really moist, and they're not dried out. They're real moist, and it's gonna make a better salad. All right, now I'm gonna put my raisins in. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll buy the big thing of raisins, and I ain't gonna measure it for y'all, even though I don't measure. I'm gonna measure it for y'all. So this is a cup. I'm going to put 1 cup of carrots in it. Now we may add some more, but right now I'm just starting off with 1 cup, okay? So y'all will kind of know what I'm doing. We're going to put a cup of carrots. Listen at me. A cup of raisins. Would you say all right, now I'm going to get out my apple. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're going to do 1 Honeycrisp apple. Now, the reason I use the Honeycrisp is because I'm going to put the peeling in there too. And the Honeycrisp is crispy, it's sweet, and it also, the peeling is tender. Now, the Red Delicious apples, they are delicious, but the peeling is sometimes tough and it's chewy. And so that is why I'm using the Honeycrisp. And so I'm going to cut this up, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. This is a new chopping board that one of my followers sent me. It was a man. His wife wrote me a letter and said that he has a shop in his backyard, and he loves to piddle. So I'm glad he likes to piddle too. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to cut it in fourths. It doesn't take but a second, y'all. I'm going to cut that little part right there out, the little center parts, like this. Then I'm going to cut it in wedges, like this. Thin wedges too, not thick. You want your apples to be small. And when I cut that wedge up, can you see? Yeah. And then I'm going to do this. And put it in. All right, I'm going to do another one. Just cut little skinny wedges. See, it just doesn't take long. Y'all hear how crispy that is, can't you? It's real moist and tender. It's really good. You want it a little bit smaller, you know, you don't want big old pieces in it, just little ones will be fine. I remember one time when Hannah gave Cape a little birthday party. I think it was Cape. It was either Cape or Bay. I'm not sure which one it was. It was, all her babies were born in the fall time, so she had an apple bobbing game that they did. And those kids had the best time bobbing for apples. Did you know, as old as I am, I've never bobbed for an apple. I've heard of it all my life, but I've never been to anything that you could bob for an apple. Except that birthday party, and me being an old woman, I wasn't going to stick my head down in that water trying to get that apple out of that tub she had it in. But the kids loved it. All right, so here you've got 2 pounds of carrots. You've got 1 apple. You've got 1 cup of raisins. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir this up so that I can see if I need some more raisins. I'm going to judge by how it looks. You don't want too many, but you want enough that people can get a bite of raisin. I'm going to say 1½ cups. I think I need just a few more. I'm going to put 1½ cups of raisins. Okay, there's a ½ cup. You know, somebody, one of the children one time said, what is a raisin made out of? What is a raisin made out of? I said, they dry grapes and make raisins. And they were shocked. And they said, well, what is a prune made out of? I said, a dried plum. That's what it's made out of. All right, so now we're going to put in our sugar. And I need my little thing right here. And we're going to put in 1/4 of a cup of sugar. 1/4. You don't want it too sweet, but that'll be a plenty. 1/4. I think it'll be a plenty. I'm going to taste it and see. All right, so now we're going to put in our mayonnaise. And I'm going to start with a cup. Then we're going to stir it around and see how it looks. All right, there's our cup of mayonnaise. This is making a huge salad. That's why I told you that if you're going to a function and you need to carry something, or you've got family coming in October for the holidays, make you a carrot salad. All right, now we're going to toss that and see if that's enough mayonnaise. Just by eyeballing it, these 2 pounds of carrots is a lot of carrots. So we may need a little bit more mayonnaise. There's an apple that didn't come in too, didn't it? There we go. Okay, I can tell that is not enough mayonnaise. Seeing how it's my favorite condiment, I want plenty of it on there. But it's just about enough. So, I'm going to put another 1/2 cup in it. Put a 1/2 cup more, and I think that'll be plenty. Now, when you're doing this at home, if you don't want to measure, darling, don't you measure? You can do it without measuring. But we're going to measure today so that y'all will at least have a start, okay? So we got 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. Spread that around like that and then toss it. Like that. Oh, that made a difference. That's plenty. That looks really good. See, you want it to be kind of, have enough in there to coat everything. And 1 cup just didn't do it with that 2 pounds. All right, we're done. Let me get me a fork and we'll taste it. See how it tastes this morning. Okay, here it is. Looks good, doesn't it? And this is a huge bowl of it. All right, I want to make sure I get me some carrots and an apple and a raisin. Delish, easy, healthy. You will love it. Y'all make you some carrot, apple, raisin salad. And and if you have something else you want to try, put it in there. You're the ruler of your kitchen, aren't you? Love y'all. Have a great day. Bless you. Bye-bye.